Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you back today for another reading. I hope that all of you are doing amazing today, and I'm so excited about today's reading because we'll be doing another mystery reading for you guys. So I don't know what to expect from today's messages. I'm just letting Spirit and the universe fully guide us today and just deliver any mysterious message that they would like to tell you today. Okay, so we have 3 piles to choose from as always. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Please feel free to choose any pile that you feel most drawn to, and then you can skip to the timestamps which are in the description, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be your reading today about the mysterious message that the universe would like to deliver to you at this current moment. Okay, pile 1, so as always, let's begin by shuffling your cards, and if you want to skip this part and just get straight into your message, the timestamp for you is in the description. So first of all, I want to start with your mysterious message of the day, which we're going to take a look at the end of your reading. But let's see, what is the mysterious message for you, pile number 1, that the universe would like you to hear today? Okay, let's put this one right here, and let's get the rest of your cards. So let's start with your tarot cards here. What is the mysterious message, universe, that you would like to tell to pile number 1 today? What is the mysterious message that you would like to tell to pile number 1? Mysterious message for pile 1. So let's get one more card. What is the mysterious message for you today? Okay, let's get the rest of your oracle cards. Pile number 1, what is the mystery message that the universe wants to deliver to you at this current moment? Message for pile number 1, universe. What would you like to tell them? Ooh, okay, we already see that your reading today is going to be somehow related to your career, but let's get the rest of your cards. Mysterious message for pile 1. Let's see if they would like to give you maybe any guidance, any advice for pile number 1. Okay, there's your advice right away. Seems some of you maybe need to meditate, but let's see. Let's get one more card for you. Mysterious message for pile 1. Okay, pile 1. We have your cards, and let's get into your reading today. What is the mystery message that the universe would like to deliver to you? So as your card, you guys chose the horse card, and I love the horse energy. This is reminding me a bit of like Sagittarius energy, so maybe some of you are Sagittarius or a fire sign, but it doesn't really have to be. But you know, the horse card to me, the horse card talks about sort of self-discipline and movement forward and being able to sort of like maneuver in any kind of terrain, right? Because the horses are trained to be able to sort of move throughout any terrain and any obstacle, and they represent freedom and movement and sort of like passion and discipline to me. So I feel a lot of you here, you're very disciplined people, okay? You're very if something is on your mind, you're achieving it. There's like no say in it, no matter how long it takes and how much effort and work it takes. You guys are people who tend to achieve a lot of the things that you say. An example that came to my mind right now is like, you might even say some things to people like, oh, I want to own a house in this area one day, or I want to live here one day. And these are kind of like things that other people might see them as crazy, like, oh yeah, sure, you will do that, right? But then you actually go and do it. So you give me that type of energy, pile number 1, where you say something crazy and then you go and achieve it, which is like really beautiful. Okay, we'll take a look at your message at the end of your reading, but for now, let's begin with your tarot cards to see what is the mystery message for you today. So you have the Mother of Swords, wow, which is the Queen of Swords. Did I mention that you give me this type of energy? I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the beginning, but I did think about it in my mind. I'm not sure if I said it out loud, but I did mention like you give me like Queen of Swords or King of Swords type energy. I don't know if I said it. Okay. You also have the Daughter of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, I believe. Okay, you also have Strength. Yeah, I'm telling you, you guys are very diligent, very strong people. Like, once you have a goal, you achieve it. Okay, you also have the Son of Cups. And your last tarot card is the Three of Wands, the Visionary card. Exactly, pile number 1. So I feel your reading today is honestly just your spirit guides wanting to remind you how powerful you are. It's sort of like they just kind of want me to tell you your good traits and the good things about you, so that for me to like remind you that you're really good, that you're very powerful, that you're very strong. Maybe you needed an uplifting message today, or just you feel fine and you just need to hear this to reassure you, to sort of confirm to you that you are sort of like chosen for something. I feel pile number 1, because I see in your cards that you guys are like, it's inevitable for you to succeed in something. That's, I feel, the thing that you need to hear today, because you guys have such good qualities about yourself is what I'm seeing here. It's like you guys are very disciplined. You're very on top of things. You might be really good at working under stress or under pressure, or being able to manage your time really well as well, is kind of what I'm seeing. I feel that a lot of you also have very strong boundaries when it comes to not wasting your time with people who do not deserve your time, or just things that do not deserve your time. You're very picky with who you hang out with, what you spend your time on, because you just want to sort of get the most out of things, get the most out of life, is kind of what I feel. And you guys are a visionary, okay? When you have a vision, it is inevitable for you to manifest it and to achieve it, because of your personality. That's, I feel, the thing that you need to hear today, that it's like your personality is able to manifest anything that you wish for, pile number 1, because you have the ability to adapt to any situation, because you have the ability to have the mindset that you can train yourself into achieving anything. Some people tend to get discouraged and stop when they see that they maybe don't have the most natural talent at something. But I feel for you, pile number 1, you know that you can train yourself into doing anything, and that you do not need to be the most talented or the most gifted in something in order to be successful. I mean, we see so many people, right, who are so much more gifted than some others. And again, this is not putting any shade or on anybody. There is a reason why people become successful and why they catch the eye of the public. And I feel that's you. You know, even if you're not necessarily the most naturally talented at something or the most gifted, you still have that sort of like thing that just attracts people to you and that makes people interested in you. So I feel that's a really good thing that you have about yourself, pile number 1. And your spirit guides just want to remind you of that today. Okay, let's see your other cards here. You have community. Yeah, I feel that you guys are going to build a very strong community in your lifetime. It does to me, like, I see in your cards that something that you're doing might involve like public speaking or your words or just grabbing attention of people. That's what I feel. It's like something that you guys will do regarding your career, because we did see the career card pop up while I was shuffling your cards. I feel your career is related to building a community of people by spreading out some kind of word or by letting them hear you speak. So I feel this might be a confirmation for a lot of you on where you're headed and what direction you're headed and about your goals. If you do feel like this is the path that you want to take, this is the path that you want to lead, then just use this reading today sort of as a confirmation that you guys are moving in the right direction. Yeah, we saw this card while I was shuffling. You also have career and freedom. Ooh, the horse and freedom together. That is such a powerful combination for you, pile number 1. Ooh, do you know what's coming your way? Wait, I love this. For you guys, I feel that freedom in your career is finally approaching to you. And I also feel that you as people, pile number one, you will be able to have a career that doesn't feel like a job. You know how a lot of people feel like nowadays they get stuck in a job that they don't want just because they feel like it's secure, it's safe, it's and you know, at the end of the day, it's their job, and when it's their off time, that's when they focus on their hobbies and other things that make them happy. But for you, pile number one, in your lifetime, you will have a job that that feels free to you, that doesn't feel like a job. Like you don't it's not going to feel like you're tied to something just because you have to do it in order to survive. I see that with you, pile number one, you will be able to build a career based on a community that you're going to be the center of it. Like it's going to be centered around you and your community, that it's not going to feel like a job to you, pile number one, because you will be living in your life purpose. I feel you, pile number one, you're not afraid to invest in yourself and your talent because you do believe in yourself and that you can achieve something. And also, you're not the one to deny your life purpose. A lot of people deny their life purpose, believe it or not, just because they feel like it's unsafe, it's not sustainable. But I feel in this day and age especially, it's so easy to make an income out of anything. So you, pile number one, you're not denying your life purpose is what I'm seeing, and you are pursuing, you are moving forward towards your life purpose is also kind of what I'm seeing here. Okay, you also have seek seclusion. Again, the horse. Ooh, and look at this instrument here. I feel there is something that you need to be aware of here, pile number one. And this is not a bad thing. This is the universe just wanting you to be more aware of your surroundings and how they are changing, because I feel that you're approaching something very soon. And just, I feel the universe wants you to raise your awareness, raise your mindfulness and your groundedness when it comes to things, because this is sort of not the time to have your mind in so many different directions. I feel they just want to remind you to stay grounded and focused at this time of your life, because you are stepping into something very powerful, and sort of your awareness really needs to be raised. Okay, so be aware of your surroundings, pile number one. Nothing that you should be like afraid of in a sense, but it's just be aware. Be aware, be present in the moment. That's kind of what I wanted to say here. You also have water magic. Yeah, you're about to experience some kind of magic here. Like, that's what I was seeing. You also have transformation and change. Ooh, exactly. And you also have meditation for peace and serenity. So yeah, I feel that this is a moment where you really need to keep yourself grounded, pile number one, really focused and present in the current moment, because it is something very important is happening for you. You're going through a very important transformation, a very important change of your life, where you need to be fully focused. Like maybe you're learning something, maybe you're studying something right now, maybe you're focusing on some kind of skill and developing something about yourself. I just feel that the universe wants to tell you that, you know, this is maybe not the most important time for you to maybe focus on like hanging out with people every day, going out every day. Of course, you need to have balance in life so that you do not experience the extreme burnout. So I'm not saying that you should just completely isolate yourself, but it's just to be more mindful of those things and, you know, put yourself and your priorities first. Make sure that you have time for your career and goals first, and if you have free time, of course you can go and spend it out with friends or do something fun, but I feel that you just need to raise your awareness at this current moment. And your last card is the koi card, abundance. Move with the flow of abundance and move with the flow of abundance around and through you. So yeah, I feel that you're coming across really big success in your career here, pile number one. There's definitely going to be change when it comes to your career. Maybe some of you are changing jobs, or you're ready to sort of level up in your career and make something more on brand, or more like more professional. That's kind of what I'm getting. Like, you're ready to make something look more professional, or be more professional, or upgrade in some kind of sense. So I do see that there is going to be great improvement in your career, pile number one. I feel that currently in your life, the big focus is around your career. Okay, let's see your mysterious message that your reading wanted to deliver to you today. You have released jealousy. Jealous is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's success inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. Ooh. Oh, I really like this, because I do feel like a lot of you might resonate with this message, especially the last one. If they can have it, so can you. I feel a lot of you, pile number one, what inspires you a lot is seeing other people who have achieved something that you already, something that you want, okay? Because it helps you get in the mindset of like, well, they're just people as well. So if they can have it, so can I, you know? So I feel that's how you gain your inspiration. That's how you keep your dreams alive, pile number one, through seeing people who have succeeded at something that you want, and reminding yourself that if they were able to do it, so can you, you know? So I feel that's your message for today, pile number one. Your spirit guides really just wanted to sort of let you know about your really good qualities, and that you're able to succeed in anything because you have the mentality of success. So take this reading as a confirmation if it resonates, of course. And that's what I have for your reading today. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number two. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be your reading today about the mysterious message that the universe and your spirit guides would like to deliver to you today. Okay, let's begin as always with shuffling your cards. And if you want to skip this part, the timestamp for you is in the description. So first I'm going to start off with your mystery message. Okay, what is the mystery message for pile number two today, universe and spirit guides? Okay, let's put this one right here, and we will take a closer look at it at the end of your reading. And let's get your tarot cards. Pile number two, what is the mystery message that the universe would like to deliver and maybe reveal to you today? Let's get one more. Pile number two. Okay. Let's get your oracle cards. Pile number two, what is the mystery message that you're meant to hear today? Mystery message for pile number two. What do they need to know, spirit guides and universe? What does pile, oh, these are too many. What does pile number two need to know today? What does pile number two need to know today, universe and spirit guides? What message do you want to deliver to them? Pile number two, mystery message that pile number two is meant to hear today. And let's get your last card. Mystery message for pile number two. I feel like this one. Okay. Let's see now, pile number two. What is the message that you're meant to hear today? So pile two. Okay, as your card you have the black egg here, and this is exactly like very mysterious energy to me, I feel. The black egg, you know, it represents our truth and our inner voice, our sort of like what you truly believe inside, and not what you maybe try to convince yourself of believing, or you know, depending on your surroundings, there can be a lot of influences in the way that you think. So sometimes you might have a perception of something and think that it's the truth for you, but in reality is maybe the truth that you have created for yourself because of your surroundings, and because of so many various influences in your life. But the black egg is basically like, I'm sorry about the noise, it's like our core, it's our like deep down truth, it's sort of like our gut, you know. But let's we will take a look at your message at the end of your reading. Let's see your tarot cards now. Let's see what is your mystery message today. Ooh, you have the Nine of Swords. Okay. You also have the Fool. Ooh, I'm hearing just let it go. Let go of whatever is sort of like keeping you on edge, or whatever is making you afraid. Let's see your other cards. Yeah, Father of Pentacles. Okay, I kind of get it, what this is about. Daughter of Swords. And your last card is the World card. Beautiful. Okay. Very clear message that I'm seeing today for you, pile number 2. I feel that some of you might be a bit worried about your finances, okay? I feel that you might be dealing right now with a bit of like, I do feel like your energy is a bit in like the moon energy. Like you might be feeling a bit more on like the confused side, or just a lot of things might be like unknown to you right now at this current moment. So you're just making up so many scenarios in your head that maybe stress you out even more. And I feel that really, like, this is what I'm seeing exactly in your cards. Your spirit guides just want to tell you today, whatever you're afraid of, pile number 2, is just an illusion. It's not real. It's not actually your reality. I feel it's just scenarios that you might be making up in your head that are just making you even more stressed out. When it comes to your finances, pile number 2, I really don't feel that there is nothing that you need to be stressed about, because I do see that the situation that you're going through right now will come full circle with the World card. So at the end of the day, everything is sort of gonna fall into place, and it's gonna fall right into place, and you're gonna be able to close this chapter of your life, and you will be able to feel complete. So with the Fool, this is sort of like advice from your spirit guides to just be more playful, be more, try to feel more uplifted. And I know it's really hard, especially in these moments where you just have a lot of fears and you have a lot, maybe you're going through a bit of anxiety, but just remind yourself that doing this is actually not doing any good to you. You know, just remind yourself that worrying and stressing about it and thinking about the worst case scenario, it doesn't really bring any good to you, right? It's not going to change your situation. It's not going to do anything. So just try to be as less stressed as possible is kind of what I'm saying, because in reality, the outcome that you will get is going to be in your favor, especially if you're dealing with something about your finances. I do feel that you guys will receive news with the Daughter of Swords, that something will be resolved, or that you will be taken care of financially. So I see that your fear is going to be resolved by an answer from somebody, or a message from somebody that's going to sort of like reassure you in a way that things are okay. Especially with the black egg, you know, I was talking about truth and your inner truth, your gut truth in the beginning. So I feel this is the time for you to sort of go inner and reflect on what is the truth for you. Who are you really? Like, what is your deep down core truth if you just let go of everybody else's opinion and the opinions of society and what you have been used to listening to? Because I feel that those things, and maybe your environment, is what's causing you to feel a bit more stressed. Maybe other people's opinions is what's causing you to feel a bit more stressed. So if you do feel this way, I feel it's maybe time for you to distance yourself a little bit from that and sort of go truly inside to see what is the truth for you, because you might discover something totally different. Okay, let's see your oracle cards now. You have solitude, yeah. So I was just saying this. I feel it's time for you to maybe go a bit in hermit energy, or just go inside. You know, the black egg and the truth, solitude as well. It does talk about like a journey of self-discovery, a journey of discovering your inner truth. So I feel it's the time for you to maybe distance yourself um from other influences, so that they do not interfere with you discovering what is the truth for you. So it might be a good time for you guys to sort of go within a little bit. Okay, you also have fertility and good luck. Yeah, look at this. You have good luck, pile number 2. Okay, that's what the universe wants to tell you. You're a very lucky person. And this thing that you're dealing with is going to be resolved in a very lucky way for you, and in a really good way. Okay, and to be honest, for some of you, in some of your cases, of course for everybody's going to be different, but for some of you, this is just you worrying about the outcome. So nothing has happened yet, I feel, for a lot of you, but you're just sort of making up scenarios because maybe that's what other people are telling you, like, oh, you need to worry about this, or you need to think about this, or this is not going to go the way that you plan it to go, you know. And this sort of maybe is what's keeping you worried, that you're not going to make it into something. So that's why I feel that a lot of you need to distance yourself from that if you are surrounded by those kinds of things. And just say to yourself, you know, like, I'm an exception. Like, for me, it's going to work. It doesn't matter if this is how it was for other people, you know, because truly, like, everybody's situation is so different, that you can just, you know, try not to think that you're gonna end up like them, right? Just say to yourself, like, I am an exception. For me, it's gonna work. I don't care how, but for me, it's gonna work. I'm an exception. End of discussion. You know, I feel you sort of need to start having that kind of mentality here. You also have receive healing. Yeah, I feel it's time for you to let yourself heal a little bit, because this stress maybe and anxiety has been hurting you, you know. It is stress, really. Stress, lack of sleep, anxiety is hurting our brain, and it's not letting it function to its full capacity because it gets tired, right? So I feel for you, you might need some time to heal yourself. You might need some time to recover that and just get yourself back up, because I feel that you, maybe some of you have let your shield down a little bit, and you sort of let some fears in affect you, and take control of the way that you act, which is, it's never good to act out of fear because you tend to make irrational decisions. So for you, pile number 2, I feel it's time for you to sort of slow down a little bit and raise your shield up and resolve whatever you need to resolve before continuing with something. It's kind of what I feel. You also have prayers and wishes. Very beautiful card. Given to passion. Yeah. And your last card, plant the seeds. Yeah, so it's very clear. Look at this. It's like a story. It's like prayers and wishes. Your prayers and wishes have been heard, and your spirit guides want you to go within to escape any distractions right now and give into your passion. Plant the fruitsy seeds of your passion. I feel with this given to passion, it's like maybe a lot of you want to give your passion a try. You want to make a career out of your passion, but you might be hearing from a lot of people, oh, like, musicians don't make money, or artists, they don't make money, creatives, so it's not a sustainable job, like, you need to get an office job and stuff. But I feel your spirit guides want to remind you that is not going to be the case for you, pile number 2. And you need to, like, avoid those kinds of thoughts get to you and start planting the seeds and taking your first steps into your passion. And your last message is tenderness. Show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven. I'm hearing don't hold grudges. Again, there's some things that you need to resolve. Here's what I feel, pile number 2. Maybe you've encountered like some conflicts with people, or I'm also hearing stop blaming other people. Because you might have found yourself, for some of you this is going to be very specific, you might have found yourself that you have fallen for other people's like thoughts that they told you, like you started to believe in them, you know. So I feel it's like you need to learn to reprogram your brain to not let other people's opinions affect you in any way, and to keep your truth to yourself. Keep what is true for you and believe in what's true for you. It's okay for other people to express their opinions, but it doesn't mean that you have to agree with it and essentially live by it, you know, because you create your own rules. So I feel you needed a reminder today to continue living by your rules, pile number 2. Okay, let's see your last message here, your mysterious message for today. Look at this, bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or a hike with your pet, meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with limitless vastness. So yeah, this is a very, again, a confirmational. It does remind me of sort of like the hermit journey of spending time with yourself, spending time with nature, spending time with your pets, and just completely isolating yourself, you know, so that you can live in your truth for a little bit. Because nobody is that powerful. I mean, you know, again, maybe you are, but I feel for most people, no matter your surroundings and no matter how disciplined you are, to don't let your surroundings affect you. It is very easy for them to do so. It is very easy for somebody to say something and for it to just go into your brain and get stuck there. Again, it takes a lot of discipline, a lot of practice to be able to stop yourself from doing this or to snap out of it very quickly. But for most people, and especially if you're new to meditating, you're new to these kinds of things, it is important for you to start practicing to not let people's opinions affect you in any way. No matter what they say, it goes right back to them. You know, you do not let it near you if you do not accept that, if that is not true for you, of course. But that's what I have for your reading today, pile number 2. I hope that this resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be your reading today about your mysterious message coming from the universe and your spirit guides. So let's begin by shuffling your cards, pile number 3. And if you want to skip this part, the timestamps are in the description for you. So first of all, I want to start with your mystery message, which came right out for you. So we're going to take a look at that at the end of your reading. Let's get your tarot cards and the rest of your oracle cards now. What is the mysterious message that needs to be heard by pile number 3 today, spirit guides? What would you like to tell pile number 3? I feel these are like some important news that are coming in for you today. Look at the noise. Okay. I think it's going to go away before we start with your reading. So let's see. What do you need to hear today, pile number 3? What is the mystery message that is meant to find you? Mystery reading for pile number 3. Spirit guides and universe, what do you want to tell pile number 3 today? What mystery message do you want to deliver to them? Mystery message for pile number 3. What do you want to tell them? And let's get your last 2 cards. Pile number 3, what do you need to hear today? What is the mysterious message that is meant to find you? Let's get this one. Okay. Let's begin with your reading. We have your cards. And let's see, pile number 3, what is the mystery message you're meant to hear today? So, as your card, you guys have the Firefly. Right away, I'm hearing with you, if you have ideas, pile number 3, act on them, okay? Act on your ideas. I feel this is a time, you know, the Firefly, it talks about exactly like it's kind of like a reminder to, when you have an idea, act quickly and don't let yourself get bored of it, because we tend to get a lot of ideas. I mean, every day. If you do not ignore them, if you are focused and present in your day-to-day, you will realize how many ideas, how many suggestions you get by the divine and by God that just get like, they're like downloads in your head. They just like spark up in your head. But what a lot of people tend to do is wait on it, wait to act on it, and they get bored of it, they get sick of it. Maybe somebody else does it, and then you're like, oh, they stole my idea. It's kind of like, the way that I can describe it is like God gives you an idea and he's like, here you go. And if you do not act on it, he's not going to waste it. He's going to give it to somebody else who's going to act on it, who's going to show it to the world. So if you have ideas, pile number 3, if you've had an idea, like a sort of like a light bulb, like a, oh my God, aha moment, act on it. Don't sleep on it. Don't wait on it for too long. Of course, you can take your time to create some kind of plan and to execute it right. I'm not saying just get up right now and do it, but I mean, yeah, just get up and create a plan and do it, right? So act on your ideas, pile number 3, because don't ignore them. Don't ignore them, because they're gonna be given to other people. Other people are gonna act on it. You need to, when you get an idea, it's important to execute it fast. Start it right away. Okay, let's see your tarot cards to get more about your message. Ace of Wands. This is exactly the card of the light bulb, of the idea, the inspirational spark. So it really confirms what I was just saying about you. This is literally, these two cards are very similar to each other, so it's really interesting that you get them. This is like a double confirmation that if you have an idea, you need to start acting on it, because I do see that you have been blessed by a really good idea, like a very golden idea, once in a lifetime type idea that you get. So you need to start acting on it. You also have the 5 of Wands. Oh my God. This confirms everything that I was just saying previously. Wow. Son of Cups. You have the 3 of Cups. Okay. And you also have the 7 of Wands. Yeah, 7 of Wands. Okay. Again, with the idea, one of a kind. I'm seeing a pattern here, pile number 3. Okay. First of all, I want to say, this idea that you might have, or this sort of like, maybe some of you, this is you still haven't gotten it, but it's just like a warning from your spirit guide. So when you get it, take and run with it. Don't share it with other people. Don't tell it to anybody close to you. This is something that you want to keep to yourself, pile number 3. You want to keep this to yourself and act in silence until other people are visibly able to see the end product. Do not tell them about the end product. Let them see it. Let them find out in their own way. I hope that I'm making sense with this. But I do see that this idea that you guys will get, it's going to be very competitive, okay? I do see competition here involved, but this idea is what's going to help you stand out from other people. This idea is what's going to help you stand out of the competition. So while other people are fighting for other things, competing for other things, you're going to have sort of like the key, pile number 3, sorry. And this is why it's important for you to not tell it with other people, because they might be prone to stealing your idea and taking credit for it. So don't share it with friends. Don't share it with family members. Don't go to them and try to get their approval, because this is sort of the moment where you get something and you just need to run with it, very sneakily hide it and just run with it and execute it on your own, because it's going to help you stand out of the competition, out of the hundreds of people who want the same thing as you, pile number 3. This is your own thing. This is your own fire. This is your own spark. The 7 of Wands can also talk about protecting what's yours, protecting your territory, protecting yourself. So again, this is to me indicating, again, protect this fire that you will light up. You know how when we light up a fire or a match, if you put it against the wind, it's going to blow up. But if you protect it with your hands, it's going to stay light. So this is sort of what you need to do, is like protect it with your hands. Don't let this fire burn out in any way, because I feel that you guys are getting such a good idea. Again, maybe some of you just came with that idea and your spirit guides want to confirm with you today through this reading. Some of you need to hear this a bit heads up, this reading, before you have gotten the idea, so that when you get it, you know what to do. You need to be aware of it. Okay, let's hear other oracles. Courage. It's gonna take courage to act upon this pile number 3. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna take, you know, that feeling of like, okay, I can actually do this. Like, if I do the correct things, if I move the correct ways, I can actually do it. It will take courage to act upon this idea, but here's the thing. This is going to be a big thing for you, pile number 3. It's not going to be just a small idea that you are just like, oh, I can do that today or do that tomorrow. I feel like this is going to be a big, more of like a long-term thing for you guys. That it will take a lot of courage for you to act upon it, especially because it is in a very competitive industry, is what I see. And maybe a lot of people want it, you know, but you were the chosen one for this. You were the one who was given this idea. So when you get it, you're gonna need to snap out of it and get the courage to take action on it. Okay, pile 3. So take this video sort of as like, you know, we did hear the sirens in the beginning when I was shuffling your cards, and I said that you might receive some alerting news or something like that. So take this reading sort of as like an alert if you haven't received this idea yet. Oh my God, look at this. Inspiration. It's like you got the 3 same cards in a reading. That is triple confirmation if the first 2 times wasn't enough for you. And you also have well-being. I sort of see this as like you're being blessed with this inspiration. You're being blessed with this idea. You are the chosen one for this, pile number 3. Don't sleep on it, please. I really do feel that this is like, this is gonna lead you to something very special, to something very big. But again, when the time comes, you're gonna need to have the courage to act upon your inspiration. Okay, and believe in yourself. You also have a guardian. Wow. And the number 44. This is like such a divine download that you're receiving. Like, it's such a gift from God. It's such a message from God that there's just no other way to interpret it. And I feel like your spirit guides want to tell you, you know, even though when I say take action on it, and you need to act fast, I don't mean that you have like 3 days to do it or 4 days to do it, right? But don't sleep on it for months thinking about whether you're gonna do it or not. You know, start creating the plan right away, because this is kind of, with the Guardian card, I kind of see that you're protected and you have enough time to execute this. So don't feel like you're in a rush and that you need to get it done in like 3 days. I didn't mean to say that. I just meant like, don't be in the energy of like, you get this idea and you ignore it. You don't think about it, or you think about it and you're just like, oh, maybe it'll be fun, maybe I should do it, and months pass by and you still haven't done anything about it. It's kind of the thing where you get the idea and you're like, okay, how do I do this? And start doing the research right away. You need to keep the excitement about this project throughout the whole journey. You cannot let yourself get bored of this, because, you know, this is why I like to say that motivation is not really the key to success, but discipline, because motivation can burn out when you come across the first challenge. You know, it's fun and games until you come across your first challenge, and that's where your motivation sort of dies down and you get bored of it as time goes by. So you're gonna need to be disciplined with this, and you're gonna need to sort of keep yourself accountable. That's kind of what I want to say. You have learned from life. Yeah, you have a lot to learn. Look at this. Look, a lot of research, a lot of things to learn. When you get this inspiration, just get down to work, get down to learning if you need to learn something about it. Affirmations for positive change. This is kind of going to be like your escape, is what I'm hearing from something. Like, this is your escape plan, pile number 3. If you have been wanting to escape something, if you have been wanting to set yourself free of something, This is going to be sort of like your ticket to escape, your flight ticket to move on, to go somewhere new is kind of what I feel here. You also have the kangaroo, courage twice. Oh my god, pile number 3. Your reading today is just crazy. You're being tested. Have faith and stand in your truth. Courage twice. When you get this idea, pile number 3, have the courage to pursue it. And you also have cat, speak your truth, have strength, faith, and conviction in your voice. It has never been more needed. Ooh, very similar messages, because here you had stand in your truth, and here you have faith and conviction. Yeah, faith and conviction in your voice. So it's kind of like, again, your voice is your truth. You need to have faith in your truth. You need to stand in your truth. This time around, don't let other people discourage you, pile 3. Please don't let other people discourage you. Please stand in your truth, stand in your voice. If you have been given with a blessed idea, act on it. Don't sleep on it, because this is what changes your life. This is the moment that changes your life. And if you ignore this time, it's going to still be the same. Nothing is going to change unless you take action upon changing it when you're given this, if you have not been already. Okay, let's see your message, your mystery message for today to end your reading. So as your card, you have raise or promotion. Congratulations. An increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. I cannot make this up, pile number 3. I feel your reading has been just card after card confirmation that if you follow the divine guidance that you will be given right now at this moment, you will be financially free. Again, this is maybe like, this is your ticket to financial freedom, maybe, you know, this is your ticket to abundance. This is your ticket to being freed maybe from your current job that you do not like, or having enough finances to move on, to move, to be free. So this divine guided idea is your ticket to freedom, pile number 3. And it's up to you whether you act upon it or not. And if you do, I do feel that it's going to be very, very life-changing for you, especially in a really positive and really good way. So that's what I have for your reading today, pile number 3. I hope that this resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.